This video is over adding and subtracting polynomials, which is an easy skill, but one of the most important. So if you don't get it at the beginning of the year, it's something that you just have to hang with, and you really need to understand it. So the basic rule of algebra is that if you have something called like terms, that you add the coefficients, the numbers that are in front of them. So for our first example, we have 10x squared plus 4x minus 12 added to another polynomial, negative 2x squared minus 4x minus 5. I like to start off by rewriting the first polynomial. I then like to make sure that I line up my like terms, so that negative 2x squared I would put up underneath the 10x squared, the negative 4x I would put up underneath the 4x, and the negative 5 with the negative 12. Okay, and now I just add, so I'm going to get 8x squared, 4x and negative 4x cancels, giving me no x's at all, so I don't even need to write anything. And negative 12 and negative 5 make negative 17. And that's it. That's all there is to this. Okay, notice that x squared and x squared remain x squared. You're not going to do any addition of the exponents like you would with multiplication. So for example 2, I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to rewrite my first term. Alright, and now the second polynomial, 5ab and 2b, I'm going to make sure I line up my like terms. So 5ab goes here, and then notice that there's no just b term, so that's just going to have to be put off here at the end somewhere. Okay, so our final answer is 5ab squared. This makes 3ab. 3a and 2b, and again that's it. Alright, for my third example, I'm going to start off the same exact way, rewrite the first polynomial. Alright, now I'm going to add, and I'm going to make sure that I add that negative 2x squared to the right term. So that goes with the 7x squared. The 4x to the third goes here, and the negative 10 goes with the negative 5. And now I'm just going to add them together. Those cancel. That makes negative 9x squared, still 2x, and minus 15. And this is all there is to addition. Alright, so now that we've been through addition, let's look at subtraction. The one thing that you should really understand, and then it becomes real easy, is if you understand that this minus sign gets distributed to every term in the parentheses. Okay. So what that does is, it really changes your signs of every single term. So what I would do is rewrite the first polynomial, and then you're going to change the signs of everything else, and make sure that you're putting them still with your like terms. So that would really be a positive 2x squared, a positive 4x, and a positive 5. And now just add your like terms. That would be 12x squared, 8x, and then that's negative 7, and that's it. Okay, for another example, that minus sign is still going to get distributed to everything in parentheses. That's really going to be a minus 5ab and a minus 2b. So I'm going to rewrite the first one, and now that's a minus 5ab, and it goes with this term, and that's a minus 2b, and so this gives me 5ab squared, okay, minus 7ab, plus 3a, minus 2b. And that's my final answer. Okay, and one more example. So again, this is a polynomial minus another polynomial, so that minus is going to go through all the parentheses. So I'm going to rewrite my first one. Now that's going to be a positive 2x squared, which goes with the other x squared term. That's going to be a negative 4x to the third, and that's going to be a positive 10. And now I add my like terms. That's negative 8x to the third, a negative 5x squared, still 2x, and then positive 5. Okay, and that's it. Alright, so that's the end of the video. Remember to distribute your minus signs, which means to change everything after the minus. And that should help you when you're adding and subtracting polynomials.